Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, we're going live here. Welcome to Good Times at 7. A little cold around the country, so everybody's kind of chilly. I know I am. It's kind of chilly here. Let's see. Jeffrey, what's happening? Kayak 7 Seas, what's going on? Triways in the house. All right. Hey, we need to get together and book it. Of course, I'm still working on the boat, as you'll see that here in a minute as we get for it. But let's see. I'm trying something new a little bit. So let me see how this works. Jason, what's up, buddy? Got the pastor in the house. Uh-oh, look out. All right. All right, guys, we're going to get rolling here. Probably won't be super long. Y'all know last week I was sick, man. I had the funk. It was kicking my butt. And I don't think I'm 100%, but I'm feeling a lot better. So now I'm trying to play a little catch up, trying to get my projects done, working, trying to save the money for the loot. That big expense there. So let's get going here and let's see what we got. Hayden, what's happening, buddy? Chuck, good to see you. Yeah, I am feeling better, Chuck. I don't think I'm 100% today. I'm real tired. Of course, I did build a real big cabinet. It was like 32 by 90, I think. It holds an oven and a microwave, so kind of wore me out moving that. But anyways, we got her done. So we'll get moving along here. Let's see. Like and share to your social media. I appreciate that, guys. We are streaming on Facebook under Good Times Adventures. And so share out the stream if you would. Tell your friends about it. Subscribe to the channel for those that are new. But I think, of course, I can't tell who's all watching. But we're preparing a boat that we're working on right now, a new to me boat. If you hadn't seen that, go back and look in the videos. My $600 boat, if that tells you how much work it needed, but we're in full swing of it, and we'll talk about that. But we'll be starting back the Great Loop, hopefully in April, and starting back. The Great Loop is a 6,000-mile nautical journey up the East Coast, up through the Great Lakes, down to Mississippi, and back to Florida. I've done in 21. I did from Tampa to Chesapeake, and had damage to the boat. Broke down, put the boat up on the hard because the winter was coming, and you can't do the winter part, obviously, because everything froze over. And so I left it on the hard. The following year, went back, got extremely sick, about died. Y'all going to see that story. I promise that's coming. Had a healing from God, I can tell you. And in 3 days, I was out of that pain and back to normal. Well, I was back to getting better. Then it took a while to get my energy back up. And those that follow along know that I started getting the itch. The dream was coming back, and I got hard at it, and I've been hard at it ever since. So those are for people that are new to the channel. Okay, today's show, we're going to talk about the crab trap giveaway. For those that don't know, we're doing a, let me, hang on one second. This is a crab trap that we're doing a giveaway. It's a big one. Very nice. It has everything that you need. Just got to put your bait in there. And we're going to do a giveaway on here for a question. And I'll show you the question here in just a minute. It's about $100 crab trap, so that giveaway. And we're going to talk about the boat update. Oh, wrong one. All right, let's go back over here. Let's see. We try to make people leave a little smarter than they came, so we do a little nautical terminology. I do about 3 of them each one. And cast off is to release the lines holding the boat to the shore or to the mooring. I like to tell people, if you're going to do something like the Great Loop, and some people are coming along just to follow it, some people are planning for it. And if you are planning for it, I strongly suggest that you start using the terminology that helps you to sound like you know what you're doing. And these are some of the things that we're using. But like I often say when I'm driving somewhere, I'll say I'm getting underway shortly, which means that I'm moving or I'll be getting underway. So I use these terms as much as I can. And people that know me well in my normal life, they hear me. The companionway is the main entrance into the cabin, usually including the steps. It was on good times. It was a good place for me to stand. It was extra seating for people. They would come in and, if you had a fellow boater at a marina, they'd usually sit down on the steps in the companionway. And then, so the companionway is the steps going down if you have a boat that you go down into. And deadhead is a floating log. Those that know good times, my last season going up through the Dismal Swamp, which if you don't know, you can go back and watch. I live streamed almost every bit of that. And I hit logs, multiple logs, which I suspect is what caused the damage to the boat. But people don't realize there are a lot of floating logs, certainly in the rivers, not so much when you get into big waterways, although they could be there. But rivers, you got to be real careful of, especially when you have a lot of rain, because that breaks them loose from the banks and brings them into the river, and that can really mess you up. So, all right, question of the week. And that wasn't supposed to be in there. I was supposed to have taken that out. All right, the crab trap giveaway. We are approaching 7,000 subscribers, as y'all see. That crab trap I showed you, these are the things you'll need to do. Is you must be subscribed to this YouTube channel. That can be, I'll verify it when whoever wins it. You must like the video. I will have winners send me a screenshot via email, just showing all that stuff. If you're a Mug Club member, you get 3 entries. So remember, if you're a Mug Clubber, put down 3 different entries of what the question or the answer is to the question. All right. Help spread the fire, tag 5 people on your Facebook. This is you will actually be telling people about something that most people don't know what the Great Loop is. Like you'll explain it, they won't understand it. But when we get underway, you're really going to be able to follow it and you're going to have a better understanding as well. But I'll tell you, if you tell people, say, you ever heard of the Great Loop? And they'll probably say no. And then you say, well, this guy's doing it, getting ready to. So spread it, if you will. It helps the channel. It'll help us to continue on. If you don't have social media, get 5 people to subscribe. Tell your friends. It's like anything. Just spread the fire, as I like to say. And the question is, now those that have been following know this already, but whenever I started in Tampa, Florida, went down through the Okeechobee and up the East Coast, never going on the outside, so that'll help you. You can't just measure the distance going up the coast because you'll be severely off. But we stayed on the Intracoastal Waterway up to Chesapeake, Virginia. How many miles did we get? So that is the question. All right. Good Times restoration schedule. You can tell we're falling behind on this, but steady making good progress. I'm showing this, but I added quite a few things in here that I wasn't actually planning on doing. We're going to talk about that today. But we're in February. We should just about get into February. January was supposed to be sea trials, but the motor is hopefully going in this weekend. So we'll talk more about that next week if we made it, but I'll show you what we did. So this is looking in the back of the boat, and this is a plate that holds the gimbal housing. So the gimbal housing is what the outdrive connects to, and I'm going to show you a video of that here. Let me go ahead and click this. All right, here's a video of the, just watch, I talk about it. Hey guys, there's the old gimbal housing. and I got the new one on the boat, or the one off of the stump boat. And that was really in very good shape. Finally got it done this weekend. If all goes well, this coming weekend is for the engine install. All right, so as you can see there, that was the one off the stump boat. It's in a lot better shape than the one that was on there. And thank goodness, or a blessing, when I bought that boat, I didn't know I was going to have to use this. But the one on the original one that was on there, when I started taking it off, I snapped 2 bolts right from the get-go. So that would have been a pain in the butt. But me and my buddy Ajax, y'all see he's on here. He came over, and it was really surprisingly an easy deal to do. You'll, of course, eventually see the video, but the studs stick out, and when you pull that thing out, the holes are there, of course, the big hole. And then when you are sliding it in, those studs help to hold it. So it really wasn't that bad at all. And so that's on. Now I'm pulling the steering cable off the stump boat because I'm going to, all of that mechanism is in way better shape than what was on there. So I wasn't exactly planning on doing that. But again, with as old as it is, it's way easier to do it now than later. Okay. Hey, Jules, what's happening? Ajax, talking about TikTok. Yes, sir. It is. It's time is passing. Bruce, what's going on? Bruce here got a low battery. Okay. Well, this ain't going to be real long today. Let's see. Should have backed up David from Springtown, Texas. Well, it's probably a little colder out there than it is here. Tony, what's happening, buddy? Good to see you. Hey, Tony, I'm going to be responding, guys, to emails. Again, I was sick last week. I'll be responding to your emails. I know a couple people that's purchased mugs for the Mug Club. I'll be getting them out this week, and I'll be responding to some emails because there's some winners of the other giveaway, if y'all remember. Let's see. Jeff, floating the log is a little different for me. Yeah, we probably better not talk about that. And then Bruce. Okay, good deal, Bruce. So let me move along here. Y'all know that I've started back the Mug Club, and the Mug Club is a way to support the channel. And if you notice this, I always forget to really say this, but if you read this, it says Mug Club, the good times is a state of mind. You know, I learned a long time ago that good times really is your state of mind. I have been in the boat with people, y'all will remember, that was having a terrible time. So all that was in their mind. I mean, you got some people that can go out, you know, sit in a little boat and just be loving life, and that's me. And then you can have some people that they go out and just they find everything bad in it. So when I did this, it was to remind people, and of course you can turn it around so you can read it to yourself, but every day that good times is a state of mind. What it does for y'all coming forward in the future loop is you'll get first look at videos. Mug Club will have, starting this month, I'm going to do some live streams just for them. It kind of keeps you up on stuff way more than what my videos will. Whenever I get underway, you'll have Good Times live tracking. You'll be able to see where I'm at 24/7. Again, the content for Mug Club members only. Those, remember, I dropped the engine through the boat. The Mug Club members knew that was coming a month ahead of time. First to know about all major events, meetups, stops, etc. And so when I'm underway, we'll do some meetups. Y'all will be the first one, and we'll probably have the input on where those are. It's $69 a year. The price goes up 10 once we get underway. So I appreciate the support, and more importantly, you're supporting a lifelong dream. So I appreciate any support there with that. Question of the week, we don't really have one. But back to the crab trap giveaway. Remember, guys, I showed it to you for those that's coming late into the room. But let's see. Yeah, kayak. The coffee does taste mighty fine in a good time mug. Yep. And those that know me know from on the trip that I don't drink coffee. I usually, when in the mornings when I'm drinking, it's Diet Coke because I'm just not a coffee fan. I might have some hot chocolate on the really cold mornings, but I'm really not a big coffee drinker. So we talked about the crab trap giveaway, guys. Question is, how many miles have I got on the Great Loop? We're trying to get to 7,000, and I hadn't checked the numbers today, but we're closing in on it. I think we just went over 6,900, and we're approaching the 7,000. So that's gonna let me see. Yeah, that's gonna wrap it up. I don't have a whole lot. Again, I was a little tired today. Not as clear as I'd like to be sometimes, but we'll be back working on the boat, making some headway, and then hopefully next Monday when we do Good Times at 7 Live, I'll say that the motor is in. I'm not sure. I didn't say I'm picking up the gas tanks this week. So that's another big thing that was holding me up. So with that, I appreciate y'all coming. I was just talking to a friend of mine here a little while ago, and I remember back when we were on the loop, and those of y'all that come along, it's a lot more exciting. You're not really seeing all the stuff that I'm doing. I'm putting in tons of hours, but you don't see it until a video comes out. And of course, a video is usually 15 minutes long. But of course, once we get started on the Great Loop, then every day something has happened usually, and then we're sitting around talking about it. So that'd be a good thing. Y'all notice I was trying to grow a little beard there, but I think it's driving me crazy. I think I'm gonna take it off. It's got too much gray in it. So I think I'm gonna take it off. But I do believe whenever I get back underway, I'm gonna do like I did last season and start my goatee back. So over the videos, you'll see that as I grow it. But anyways, guys, appreciate y'all showing up. We're gonna wrap it up, and hopefully we got a lot more for you next week. Y'all have a good week. Take it easy. Try to stay healthy. Y'all remember, good times is a state of